So, we only have this part of the bridge to finish. That's what I'm going to try to do in this live stream. I'm going to try to finish this bridge. Yesterday I did all of this and got most of this completed. So I hope that by the end of this live stream today we can have this last portion of it finished so we can move on from the bridge. Like, I have a whole bunch of freeway to build on this side, so hopefully we can move on from this. What I'm going to need is I'm going to need the red concrete. Everything's seen in my inventory, so I'm going to use today. Got to build a road deck. Both road decks, actually. This project has been weeks in the making. It's good to finally see it coming to a close. After the bridge is done, I'll probably start working on the terraforming around here so I can get the water put in. Or maybe I'll go work on the next set of bridges that'll follow after this. I don't know. After I finish a big project like this, I don't know what I would do next. That's how it always is. Okay, looks about right. So we'll do the whole framing for this section first and connect it to the stringer cables above. And then we'll, from there, we'll probably build the lower road deck, get it ready to go, and then do the framing for the upper and build it. And if I have time, I might show off what I've been working on recently. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Now you want to connect these up to here. Once you've done that, We want to do the same thing on the other side as well. Just want to build these up. It's not that many of them on this side. It's not like the middle of the bridge, that main span section. That took forever. Thought about playing Fallout for you guys. Some more of it, like Fallout 4. Go back to it, especially with the announcement of 76. Thought, let's go back to Fallout 4. Never finished it, but I know I got myself pretty deep into the story, at least 30 hours into it. Got a good percentage of it knocked out. I didn't get too far. It just gets really complicated. Like, story in that game is just crazy. Especially with that being like the first RPG I've ever played, or whatever that wants to be considered. First game of that type that I ever played. I wasn't used to it. I think we're almost done with this, yeah. Okay, so we're almost done with this side. This is sort of the bracing for the upper level. Holds it all together. So there's that. But I want to show you this over here. So the highway splits into two separate highways, and it connects to my suburban highways that are way that way. But since the bottom deck goes this way and the top deck goes this way, they have to split off and turn into normal highways. So that's where this comes in and does this. Since this one's going towards the city and this one's going towards the suburbs, and we travel on the right side of the road, that's where this came into play. This is the future of section of this highway. It's gonna take a while to build, but it's right after the bridge. And then I'm gonna have a lot of terraforming up under here to build. Yeah, it's gonna be nice when it's done, but right now it looks like a jumbled mess. Because I had to make it to where it was split, and then I had to split it off from there. It's a bit insane to build sometimes. Let's build this panel, get this side ready to go. Sorry if I seem quiet. I'm just trying to focus on this. Don't want to mess this up. Maybe if I get this done quick enough, I might go finish that house I started yesterday in that suburban area I was talking about. These are the last few trusses I have to place, and then bridge is pretty much done once I finish the structure of this. I just gotta place the decks, and then I have to place all the lighting. There's a lot of lighting on this bridge, or highway in general, up until about there, where it splits off. Thing is, this is like one of my longest bridges so far, but I still have 3 big bridge projects left, and then I have at least 4 or 5 smaller bridge projects to still build. Not to mention anything else that might come up in the future as I build. Like, I've thought about building a 4-lane bridge connecting my suburbs to downtown of my city, so you don't have to take the superhighway across my world just to get to where you want to go. We'll see what happens, but that might just end up being what happens. Might have to rip out my old 80s island, because honestly, it's not my favorite area in my world. Probably rebuild it. Guess that's done. Now you want to do the deck, which starts here. So what I'm going to do so that we can get this done quicker, you don't want to be interfered by the roads, so for this first section we're just going to do this. Connect it across and not worry about it. Just up to here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side, then we'll go back and forth, placing the rest of it down. There ain't that much to this section. It's not like I'm trying to build that one, which right now is dark because I haven't put the lighting in it. We're going to do this side now. What's up? How are you guys? I'm in the middle of building the road deck right now. And I just remembered I forgot to do the bracing right there. Damn. I gotta do the bracing real quick. Almost done with this now, and I can go back to the road deck. Don't want to build the road deck and then have all this like dark where I can't see. Okay, there's that. That'll be fine, we'll just leave that there. What is up? I'm just finishing the bridge up here, probably as you saw in the title. Working on the bottom deck first, and we'll move up to the top deck. And then depending on how long I've been streaming by then, may or may not do the little decorative pieces. Maybe, if I don't take too long on this, I might go build some of the house that I was working on yesterday on stream. I don't know. Almost halfway done with this. At least it's not the main span that I'm building. That's already done. It's just the last bit of it. That whole span that way took over 3 hours to build. That's because it's like 700 blocks in between both towers. What's up? Nothing much. Been doing this mostly. I'm glad that it's almost finished. It's been about 3 weeks, maybe a month since I started this project. Ooh, we're so close to the middle. About done. Okay. Invite me and I'll be able to join it. Alright. Alright, I got it. Well, I got it on my phone. That's weird. Sorry, I'm blue screen for you guys. Hold on. Are you in my friends list? That might be the reason why it's not showing up on my PlayStation. There we go. Now it popped up. PlayStation's a bit laggy a lot of the times. Hola.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
What's up?
how you started that bridge you working on?
What do you mean? The road. Uh, I'll just show you. Hold up. Let me get this across.
Uh,
Okay, so starting way back here. So back here somewhere. See, this is the lit
mhm.
section of the bridge. Um, so I'm building a double-decked highway. I don't know if you know that or not. Like, it's double-decked all the way through. So over here I have it measured out already. And
Mhm.
then this is the height that I wanted it, so I just built it from where I had already started. So from down here is where I started it. Alright, back to the bridge then. Let's fly all the way back over here. but it had to be this high up if I wanted to put like cargo ships or anything going under it. That's why I built it so high up in the air. What is up, guys? Let me know if you'd like to see a house building live stream later, because that's probably what I'll do later. I think we're almost done with this side, yeah. So we can actually place like the road down and the sidewalks. Got about 6 layers left. Then I can do the road deck. Once that's done, then I just gotta work on the upper. Question, would you guys prefer me to do buildings or infrastructure in the next live stream? Infrastructure being roads, metros, uh, bridges, you know, highway sections, or any type of buildings, because I've thought about doing a live stream on the mall. I'm just waiting for someone to help me with that. And if I live stream them all, it'll probably be done one floor at a time. Like, we'll do the whole first floor, and then we'll do the whole second floor, and then we'll do the third floor. And then we'll work on the outside and subsequent car parks that are attached to it. Because while it does have a metro inside it, technically, or under it, I feel like we need car parks around it, at least one more, so that it can sustain the amount of traffic you would have with the mall like that. Or if anything, I might just add on to the mall. Like, I have so many large areas over there in that section of my world where the mall and houses are at that I might just make the mall even bigger. I'm not sure though. Like, I don't know if that'd be the best idea. It's already pretty big as far as its size goes. Especially if I want to do like a college campus over there as well. Might have to work it out as I do it. Okay, that's done. So now we can place the road. It's a very good thing. We'll just do the 5 and 3 until we get over there. You want to do that for all 5 sections that are like that. So for each lane, you want to do it, or separation of the lanes, I should say, you want to do it. And since I measured it out correctly, everything fits. It's good. this is getting me one step closer to being finished with this bridge, and getting me one step closer to my world being finished overall. The next bridge I'm thinking about working on is probably going to be the bridge that connects this to the suburbs, or it might be a completely different bridge. I have two in my head that I want to build, but one of them is going to be a struggle to build, whereas the other one's just going to connect onto this. Be pretty easy, because this one's already lifted in the air. Got 3 of them already laid out. 2 more after this. And then we'll place the sidewalk barriers up, or the road barrier basically, to keep the road inside its own area. Keep it from overflowing into the sidewalk. Technically, that's what it'd be there for. Or if you needed it to be like, you could add storm drains into this bridge if you wanted to. If you wanted to go that far with it. I can show you how in a minute. I was just thinking of this the other day when I was building a section of it. Last one to build across. What's up, my dude? So now we want to do this piece. So real quick, I'm going to show you something. If you wanted to do like storm drains, you need to do them anything like how I do them. You could easily cut this out and cut this out, and if you have this space open, that could drain outwards. And you could do this if you wanted it to be like that or not. You could always cut that out, or you could leave it like, that's one option. That's what I do in the city, but you could have this if you wanted it to just be closed off. You could easily do that and make like one way out there. That's if you want a storm drain. I particularly don't care right now. I'll probably add it later. Right now I'm just focused on getting the bridge finished structurally. So a bunch of lights to add. Street lights and the lower decks lighting. The lighting on the cable's already done though, so that's a good thing. So the edge of the world is like somewhere over there. So when I do the water, you won't be able to see the edge of the world, but you'll be able to see where the water stops, probably. I don't know. I don't know how that'll work yet. I'm just worried about terraforming this side so I can have everything looking nice, like the highway and everything. We're already halfway finished with the sidewalk. So, must ask, how are you guys? How is your Thursday going? Last step would be to put fencing on top of this stair that I'm placing. Did you know that's how they do it on real bridges as well? It's to keep cars from just driving into people, pedestrians. It's a bad thing. You don't want that. Even though this is Minecraft, I do strive for a bit of realism. Don't want there to be, like, you know, just random shit for no reason. Honestly, isn't even taking as long as I thought it would. Thought this would take way longer to get this far. Guess not. I think my next project will be working on the mall. Don't know if I've showed it off too much in any of my videos. Don't know if I want to expand it more than it already is, or if I want to keep it the same size and just finish it up. So I already got the metro station connected to it, and I got one parking garage connected to it. I don't know if I want to expand it like across the street or what I want to do with it. Ooh, we're almost finished with this sidewalk as well. Hope I can get like a capture card soon so I can play like my PS3 games and PS2. Because, you know, I want to go back to a couple of them and play through them on YouTube. Alright, now you want to place this block and the white line on both sides, and then you just want to fill in each lane. Not much to it. Do this side. And then we'll start the lanes. We'll work on them. Alright, now we'll just work on these lanes right here. Lesbico, what does that mean? Please explain. Sorry about the blue sky. I mean, that's fine. Wait, were you asking if I was gay? Yes, I am. Sorry, that took me a minute. About halfway finished with the bridge now. Or not the bridge, the road. Alright, we're almost finished with this section. Oh, so you gotta pay attention. Mess up. So now we're on the 4th lane out of 6, I think, yeah. So you gotta pay attention. Keep doing that. Us humans and our short attention spans. What's up? I'm finishing a bridge that I've been wanting to finish for a while now. Actually about done with it. I have to finish this deck, and then we're gonna do the top deck. Then the bridge will be finished. This is just the last part of the span. Alright, we're almost done with this deck. We can move on to the upper level. Fucking perfect. About time. Alright, so now you're going to want to get these. So before we build the deck, you want to put these at the middle of everything, right here. Now that we finished that, I'm going to just place these across this. We're already done. Then we'll build the framing above this. It's not as complicated as what's under it, but it's still framing. This will, these light up the sidewalk so that, like, when it's dark, you can see down here, since this is the lower deck. Like so, right here. See where it's lit up everything. So now we want to do this. Just drag these across at every vertical beam that you see. And then there's a middle beam that goes down the middle of the road that you want to place. And then it's practically the same thing on top that we just did below. Nothing too difficult about it. Maybe just making sure it's lined up like it's supposed to be. Might be about it. Again, sorry that I seem quiet, it's just I'm focused on this. I think if I was playing another type of game besides Minecraft, I'd be more engaged. Got about 10 more of these left to place. About 10, maybe less. I think 6. That's all that matters though, is that I get this done. Because my next live streams that I do later this week, or maybe beginning of next week, I want to do them all. That's definitely going to be my... I think I'm going to do that. It's going to be my top priority. Get that mall finished, because it is, at the end of the year, I want to have a lot of things finished. Like my World Trade Centers, they need to be done. All 7 of them. Or, yeah, the last 4 in the new one. Yeah, the last 4 are the new ones, and then I have the whole old World Trade Center to build still. And then we have a couple of bridges that I want to make sure are built, and highway sections that are built before I end this year off. Practically by New Year's, because that's pretty much when the world was made. Like, that's not its birthday, but that's when it was pretty much being made. Is around that time, so just think around Christmas and New Year. In between then, it's practically the world's birthday. This world's birthday. It'll be 3 years since I started it this year. So now we're doing the middle beam that will connect to the other middle beams that I've already done. There we go. And now we just want to do the same thing practically that we did on the other side, and that is build this first section like this on both sides, and then you want to do it across the other way to fill in the rest of it. Then the rest is the deck, the road, and details. No, it's not the most intriguing thing to watch, but I figured I'd live stream, you know, engage with a couple of you guys. do this whole section as well. We'll finish it up to where we need to. Hello. What is up? We're actually almost done with this bridge. Just got this upper deck to build. Are you on my friends list? I might be able to. Maybe not at this moment, because I'd have to close out of the world and open it to online, but yeah. Okay. Go for it. Okay. Do you have a city? Like, of your own? What kind of builds do you do? Oh, there's a storm coming. Away. Okay. 1 second. Did off my phone. Is there a 2 at the end of it? Alright. It'll pop up in a second. Yep, there we go. I've just accepted it. Yeah, I just got it. I might have to end the live stream early because there is a thunderstorm coming. Which sucks. I did accept. I just don't like to play in a thunderstorm. I don't like to have my PlayStation on because the lightning can fry it, can surge your PlayStation. That would fry everything, like your CPU, your hard drive. Don't want that. I actually had that happen to me back in the PS3 generation. I had a PlayStation, and it was playing some game, and the power went out, and it surged my PlayStation. It got fried. This is PS3 though. I got another one because of warranty or whatever. I'm gonna check the radar, and then depending on where it's at, I might get off. It's not even touching where I'm at. It's just right outside it. Oh no. Well, I think I'm gonna finish this, the layer under the road, and then I'm gonna leave the live stream there because I'm not sure where this storm is at. I don't play around with that, like I said. I'm just glad this isn't the main span. I'm glad I'm done with that. That's the main thing that I'm glad I'm done with. These little side spans are easy. It's when I have to do that main span that's fucking forever long. It just takes forever. Well, I'm sorry this is boring for you. The title states I'm finishing a bridge. Do you expect it to be done by magic? I mean, shit, if we had editing tools like Bedrock does, that'd be nice, but you know, this isn't Bedrock. Oh. Well, I don't like to be a rude person. I mean, it's not really how I am. Thanks. That helps a lot. I think I'm about done with this. Oh, Pandora ads. They're so annoying. Hello. What is up, Raze? So close to being done with this. I can smell it. It's amazing. Last block. Okay, now we want to do this. I want to get your iron fencing and just place it along the sides between the cables. They were already there. I just didn't do it before. That side's done. I'll do this side now. Thanks. It's been months in the making. Off and on. Been working on it. Like I've said earlier in the live stream, I might do my mall next time. Be working on that. Get that completed. I already have like the outline for it. Oh, this is the city texture pack. It's pretty much my favorite texture pack. It looks really nice for whatever you want to build. I've always preferred it over some of the other ones. Well, because I can't change my PSN name. I sort of created my YouTube name off of the PSN name. Yeah, it's supposed to be spelled differently. Wish we had like concrete slabs and stairs. That would do so much more detail to this bridge. Sadly, we don't have any of that. Probably add like some stairs here. Red concrete stairs. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.